Okay, third attempt at recording a video. The microphone died the last twice, and I didn't realize until 15 minutes into the videos. Good times. Anyway, today's video, I'm going to be talking to you about what I'm going to do to finally, once and for all, and completely heal my digestion, my gut health. As you might know, maybe from my last video of how the keto diet made me sick, I've been struggling with my digestion for around 3 years now, since the beginning of 2020. Lots of really bad flatulence, stinky farts, constipation, pain in the stomach, bloating, you name it, I have had it. It got to the point where I decided to jump on the keto diet to see if it would fix it. It fixed some aspects of it, but it made my health a lot worse. I started to develop chronic fatigue, massive lack of energy, the inability to walk around without getting exhausted and tired. Then I started to experience dizziness, insomnia, and all the rest of it, which is all explained in my last video. 5 months ago, I jumped onto a plant-based diet. Then over the last few months, I've been focusing on transitioning to a more fruit-based diet, a more fruit-based approach, because I've read and done a lot of research in terms of fruit can help to heal the body, to hydrate the body, and to provide the body with all the minerals and vitamins it needs to heal. Fruit is also easily digested, so it's a lot less work on the digestive system. If the digestive system's not working as hard, more energy can be spent on recovering and rejuvenating and healing the digestive system, healing the gut lining, healing the gut wall, healing the stomach, healing it all. So I've got to a point where I have completely got rid of the chronic fatigue and the exhaustion. I can run 10 kilometers, I can go gym 3 times a week, I can do yoga twice a week, I can walk 10,000 steps a day easily. However, I'm still experiencing bouts of constipation, bouts of flatulence, and that's letting me know that something is not completely fixed. So it's time to start bringing out the big guns. And I'm going to be doing prolonged fasting and really dialing in on the fruit-based diet. To start with, I'm going to be focusing on a 36-hour fast with nothing but water, herbal teas, and maybe a black coffee or two. If after 36 hours I feel okay and I feel like I can carry on, I'm going to extend that to 2 days and then 3 days. 3 days will be my max fast to begin with. After my fast, whether it's 36 hours or 72 hours, I'm then going to start reintroducing fruits, watery based fruits, such as honeydew melon, such as apples, such as kiwis, these things. And if I fancy something with more sustenance, shall we say, I'll probably take some bananas, and maybe at a push, I will have avocado if I'm fancying something savory. The initial fast is going to help to flush my system, to get rid of any kind of backed up stuff that's already in there. The black coffee will help to push that through. I've also taken a laxative last night, so that should help. And then after I've pushed and cleaned out the system, I will then reintroduce fruits which have vitamins and minerals to repair the system, to nourish the body, but they also have plenty of sugar and water to hydrate the cells and to provide quick energy so I'm not going to pass out or die. Now, fasting would have been a natural part of human evolution. It's only over the last few decades that we've had access to an abundance of food, but not just proper whole foods like fruits, vegetables, nuts, seeds, but also food products, man-made foods, processed foods that are cheaper, easier to buy, easier to eat, and require less cooking, less preparation. So our diet now tends to consist of mostly food products and less whole foods. But it's through thousands of years of eating whole foods, hundreds of thousands of years of eating whole foods, fruits, nuts, seeds, our bodies have been able to get to where they are and to maintain our race. And it's only over the last few decades that health seems to be rapidly declining, rates of cancer seem to be increasing, rates of disease seem to be increasing as well. Surely there's some kind of correlation there. Now, there are a lot of purported benefits of water fasting, some of which are scientifically backed and some of which are just kind of through experience and through people talking about what they've experienced on it. It can be used as a tool for rapid extreme weight loss. Now, disclaimer, I don't believe that that should be used for the majority of the population. We should go for a more sustainable, enjoyable approach. And there are many other approaches out there that work just as good as fasting, if not better, in terms of longevity and sustainability and less risk. However, it can be used when necessary for quick weight loss, rapid weight loss in a short period of time, if needed and necessary, and under medical supervision. It's also a tool that can be used to kind of prevent and reverse diabetes, because it helps to fix insulin levels. When we eat too many carbs, too much sugar, or we're eating too often, insulin levels are always high. Eventually, the body becomes resistant to insulin, says, I can't use this anymore, too much of it, I'm tired of it, and we start to develop diabetes. By fasting and not eating for periods of time, this allows the insulin levels to come back down and the body's sensitivity to insulin to increase, so the body can now use insulin more effectively and efficiently. We also have a benefit called autophagy, which basically means self-eating. So in the body, we are made of trillions of cells. When some of those cells start to become constipated and diseased, then that's where cancers can begin to form and everything else can begin to form. And that's when we start to experience lack of energy and we experience side effects, ailments, symptoms. When we fast, the healthy cells will eat the diseased cells and remove them from the body, start to get rid of the structures and the cells that are no longer working properly. This allows for repair, recovery, and improvement in health and reduction in disease and illness in the body. We also can, not always, but we can use fasting to help improve our relationships with food. Now, we've got this belief that we must be eating every so many hours. And I mean, me personally, I fell into that trap recently where because I'm on a fruit-based diet, I need to eat more calories. I'll be eating every hour, every 1 to 2 hours, which is crazy. But I was using it I wasn't using it to get the calories in. I just wanted to eat all the time. It helped me to procrastinate. It helped me to just enjoy food. And I was kind of suppressing other emotions by eating food. So by taking food away, we are left with our thoughts, our feelings, and the work that we should be doing. And we get to work through that. So therefore, it can help to improve. So I'm actually using food as a crutch, or as a way of not dealing with other things in my life. So therefore, we can kind of see that and we can begin to work on that, which improves our relationship with that. Now, it can go the opposite way as well. If you already have an eating disorder, you probably shouldn't be fasting because it can worsen these eating disorders in some cases. So again, everything that I'm saying, please take with a pinch of salt. Do your own research, speak to a medical professional if you're going to be starting doing crazy things like this. Increased productivity. When you aren't eating, you're not cooking, you're not eating, preparing, you save a ton of time, which means you can get more work done. Therefore, you could use periods of fasting, maybe once or twice a week, or even once or twice a month to get like loads of work done, really important work done, and completely focus on the task at hand. This would also help you fast because if you're busy in your working, this will take away from the thought of, I need to eat. But if you're sat around doing nothing on your fasting days, you're more likely to want to eat and snack out of boredom. I also personally experience a calmer mind and a calmer body when I'm not eating. So if I'm eating foods that my body doesn't completely agree with, and caffeine, for example, these things may release cortisol into the blood, into the body. Cortisol is the stress hormone. So if we eat things like sugar, caffeine, things that our body isn't agreeing with, we get more stressed, it's harder to think, we're more agitated, and then we think that we're just having a bad day, when really it's the things that we put into our body that's causing the bad day to begin with. So by taking all of that out, allowing the body to do what it's supposed to do, we then get a certain level of calm, of stillness. That being said, initially, as you're transitioning from eating into fasting, you may experience more levels of agitation and more levels of stress because when you are fasted, your body will begin to release cortisol as well to kind of stimulate you to go and do things. So it can go either way, but generally I experience more calmness, less agitation towards other people, and more mental clarity. So like I said, 36-hour fast, trying to work up towards a 3-day fast. After a complete 3-day fast or 36-hour fast, depending on how far I get, I'm going to start reintroducing fruits to re-energize and re-nourish my body. Probably do that for around 3 to 4 days. Then start to reintroduce nuts, some kind of nuts, maybe seeds. I'm not too sure about seeds, probably nuts though. And then 2 or 3 days more, reintroduce grains and vegetables, quinoa, wild rice, buckwheat, and some veggies, broccoli, Brussels, etc. Give that a few days, begin to start training, resistance training again, and then start bringing in some tofu, some tempeh, see how my body deals with that. This in and of itself will give me enough time to kind of clean out some of the digestive system, to heal some of the damage that I've probably done over the years and years of accumulation of crap that I've put in my body. However, it's not going to be enough time to fix my digestive system and my gut health completely. So I will have to do periods of this. I will have to do this, for this week, and then I might have to take some time off, 2-3 weeks, and then I might have to do it again. And the plan is to continuously do this over a period of time, work up to longer fasts, such as 7-day fasts, maybe a 21-day fast, and also like 30-day juice cleanses, detox, or just to allow the system to rejuvenate. However, I don't want to get hooked on this or addicted to this. I want to use this as a way of promoting better health and recovering so that eventually I can live a more normal, balanced life. I do have some concerns with fasting, with long-term fasting and fruit-based diets. Obviously, I'm not getting in as much protein as my body needs, especially if I'm trying to build and maintain muscle. So this might mean that I'm going to lose muscle. It will mean that I'm going to lose muscle, get skinnier. And because I'm a personal trainer and a coach, I tend to use my body to advertise. So if I'm looking skinny and slender, then I start to disbelieve in myself and I start to believe that people are going to look at me, why would I want to train with him? Look at him, he's weak. But the truth is I think my message is changing. I'm no longer like a muscle building coach. I'm not into bodybuilding. I'm not into that sort of things. I want to be a weight loss coach. I want to be someone that helps people improve their daily energy, their mental health, their moods, and their cognitive ability. I think that's much more important. Being fat free, being confident, having a good level of cognition, being happy, content, and having plenty of energy on a daily basis. That's going to bless your life more than having muscle. Muscle can contribute to that. Looking a certain way can contribute to that. But there also becomes a point where chasing muscle too much also becomes unhealthy and makes us less energetic, less happy, less fulfilled in our own bodies and in society. So yeah, muscle loss is one concern, and potential business change is my next concern. However, I'm excited about the future in terms of where this could go and how I'm going to use this and the things that I'm learning and the courses that I'm going to take to help you guys, to help with your health journey, to help you prevent health, to prevent diseases and illnesses, and to help you increase your health so that you can stay healthier for longer. I'm going to keep you updated as I go along, what I experience, how I'm feeling, what I'm doing, and bang it all on YouTube so you can follow along. If you have any questions or you want any further findings, or you want to know where you can research more, please drop a comment below or drop me a message on Instagram at ZapCoach, and I will send you through the information as I find it. But remember, anything that I'm doing isn't medical advice. This is all kind of my own journey, my own experience. Take what you will from it, do your own research, and speak to your medical professional if you're planning on changing your diet in any drastic way. Don't forget to like, subscribe, and tickle the algorithm. Drop comments below and drop me a message if you need anything I can help with.